Well, hello everyone. This is Thomas Carlson from KnowledgePoint CONNECT. Thank you for tuning in to this short webinar where we are going to talk about Ascent and learn a bit more about the training material that they produce on Autodesk software. Joining me today is Rhonda Wiley, who's the Business Development Manager at Ascent, and Rhonda is going to take us through a bit of an overview of how Ascent works and also talk about how you, as an Autodesk Learning Partner, can access their material. So without any further ado, Rhonda, thank you for joining us, and I'll hand over to you to take us through your presentation.
Great. Thanks, Thomas, and thanks everyone for joining us today to learn a little bit more about Ascent Autodesk courseware and our other products and services. I'll start things off with a background on our company. So our group has been developing training resources for more than 25 years. I've been involved since 1995, and we actually have several people on our team with more than 20 years experience, so we've been doing it quite a long time now. Our experience does go beyond the Autodesk space, so most of the people on the team have experience using other CAD and PDM systems in addition to Autodesk, but the curriculum that we create for Autodesk software does comprise most of the project work we do today. We have a team of dedicated authors and subject matter experts, which create our curriculum, and that is their primary role. They don't do anything else. And they develop the titles based on the demand that we see from our customers. Our relationship with Autodesk has been a long one, and we're very involved with them. We started off actually as friendly competitors, and they licensed some of our titles rather than developing their own. And then in 2010, Ascent was invited to become a provider of Autodesk official training guides when Autodesk decided to step back from creating their own material. We are currently part of the Autodesk Authorized Publisher program, and we maintain and distribute titles at the request of Autodesk. At that same time, back in 2010, we established partnerships with companies like KnowledgePoint, because this enabled us to expand our distribution and to more easily offer our products around the globe. And it also enabled us to offer our content in multiple formats too, which benefits all of our customers. We currently produce standard titles for this list of Autodesk software. We began our partnership with Autodesk in 2010, and we worked with just 12 about of these software. So you can see the list has grown quite a bit since then. And we have grown the list because we've listened to demands from ATCs like yourselves and invested in our team to expand that list. Not all of the titles are necessarily ones that are in high demand, but we've taken on titles like Inventor iLogic, for example, because our relationships with our customers and our partners are very important to us. And the wide array of titles does also enable us to provide a more complete solution for those needing that. In terms of the product itself, the features of the product, we really insist on material that is easy to read and follow, that has been quality checked for writing and technical content, that is up to date, obviously, and learning guides that serve as a reference tool after class. We use some sound instructional techniques to design our training materials because we want it to be able to be delivered consistently when there are multiple instructors across various organizations using them. For those that are not familiar with Ascent courseware, the topics are presented in a process-based format, which helps improve retention. And we include significant reference information to make the training guide a valuable resource after training. The hands-on practices which are included reinforce the topics, and they allow the user to discover on their own and become more self-reliant as they work through the practices. With we now have both learning guides and instructor guides for each of our titles, or most of our titles rather, and so these are they both include the practice exercises. There's a link in each of the guides where you can download the practice exercises. The instructor guide includes the complete learning guide that your students will be using, Plus, it has some additional instructional resources. And those are the answers to the chapter review questions, a timing guide that we suggest for course delivery, and some of the titles also actually have instructor presentation files. So we created this instructor guide to give you a single resource from which to teach. You have everything you need right there, and you can follow directly along with the same content your student sees. We have just, in terms of the formats, we talked about our learning guides and our instructor guides. Those are currently available through the KnowledgePoint CONNECT order tool in the printed format. We are also working with their team to get them up and running in the My Live Book ebook format. So that'd be great to have another, have an electronic resource for you. We do also have e-learning bundles that we're working to add into that, into the tool as well. So that is a subscription to Ascent's e-learning portal for a group of titles for the different software. We do also have a digital site license, which is a print-on-demand option if you have high-volume training. And just to review some of our services beyond the standard courseware development that most people know us for, we can create custom courseware. So if you have specific training needs with a certain client that doesn't need to cover what we call out-of-the-box training, and you really just want it narrowed down to specific topics, we can work with you to create that for your client. We do other documentation creation, which may or may not be related to the training itself, but in regards to training, you can create instructional animations or interactive tutorials. We also, if you have a customer that perhaps needs to clean up and edit some of their company standards, we can work with you to help them do that, or just a wide variety of other tools that we can help you use or provide to your customer, rather. PLM documentation is an example of that, so we can help you be a great resource for your client by helping them enhance the investment they've made in their PLM tool by documenting the processes that they are putting into place. So we have a technical editing team that helps with all of these different services, and we have quite a bit of flexibility, so we are glad to speak with you about any opportunities you may see on the end. So that was a brief overview of Ascent, and thank you very much for your time, and I will turn it now back over to Thomas to cover how you can order Ascent's products.
Well, thank you very much, Rhonda, for that very useful information. And I hope that everyone who's listening to this is now excited about leveraging Ascent's training materials in your Autodesk courses. So as Rhonda mentioned, as an Autodesk Learning Partner, you can order these titles directly from KnowledgePoint, and you do that through our online store that you see the URL here on this slide. One thing to note is that you will need to be set up with an account by our team. So if you haven't gotten an account already, you can just drop us an email at alp-support@knowledgepoint.com, and the team there will help create an account so that you can then log in and access the different titles from Ascent. And as an Ascent partner in this territory, we also have the opportunity from our side to offer all of the material at a 25% discount on the global SRP pricing to you as Autodesk Learning Partners. So we really look forward to you using this material, and don't hesitate to reach out to our help desk if you have any other questions or would like us to follow up on anything that you've heard in this webinar. And with that said, so thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you, Rhonda, for sharing your insights in this call.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.